It's coming. The future. It's on its way, and you don't know. I am so surprised how many people I talk to, and when I let them know the future is on its way and it's coming sooner than you think. They give me this blank stare. Well, duh, Jeremy. I know people are having these new contraptions come out. I mean, look at my iPhone, and it's great. I have this app, and it lets me drive places, and now I don't need a map anymore. Sure, yeah, there's a lot of great things happening in technology that most people kind of get. You don't know what's coming. Let me give you an example. I was at an insurance conference about a year ago. I'm in life insurance. I got to see Mitt Romney talk about the future. He was asked about energy and where we're going with that. And I saw a Department of Labor and Department of Energy statistics on where we would be when it comes to our energy consumption. We were still going to be largely on fossil fuels 50 years into the future. Solar energy was going to grow a little bit, maybe 5 to 10% of our total consumption by the year 2050. Here's the problem. That's what our government, both sides of the aisle, really believes. Yet science doesn't back that up. There was an article just in the last year in Bloomberg. There's a solar facility in Chile that has to give away their solar energy. Why? They have so much of it that they can't sell it. It's actually bad for the solar energy industry that we have that facility because it makes it less likely for money purposes that people will want to develop it in Chile. They have so much energy there that what they need is better infrastructure to deliver it other places. Well, that's going to change. They'll continue to develop that industry. Who here has heard about solar co-ops? Anyone? These solar co-ops, they've come around now with tax credits to make it to the point where it is actually a fiscal savings to you to have solar. It's not about, I don't believe in those newfangled devices with the solar. They'll never be good old-fashioned energy. No, actually you'll save money in the long term, and that's continuing to improve. They're continuing to make better and better solar devices. What does this mean? In the next 10 to 20 years, mark my words, solar and other renewables could make up 90 or more percent of our energy consumption. What will that mean for your daily routines? Another interesting innovation I heard about recently is technology. Technology is going to improve all of our lives. Well, you know that, obviously. Again, remember, you carry this tiny little computer. Anyone here know what a computer this powerful would have cost in the 1970s? $1 billion. And it would have taken up the entire restaurant. Now it fits in your pocket for $500 to $1,000, depending on which version you want. So what we're saying is, it used to be massive and cost billions. Now it's handheld and cost hundreds. Where will we be in 20 to 30 more years with technology? Tiny and nearly cost-free? Is there a possibility that technology will be in your bloodstream, tracking your health? Microchips? I know some of you shake your heads, right? Are you the same people shaking your heads when you had a flip phone and didn't want one of these little doodads? Like my wife? Look up Ray Kurzweil. I saw him at an insurance conference. He works for Google, self-driving cars, and he is amazing, talking about the way the world is exponentially growing. When it comes to technology, what he's actually saying is it's exponentially shrinking in size and in cost, but in effectiveness, growing more than we could possibly imagine. Last point I want to leave you with, there's a man named Aubrey de Grey. I highly recommend you Google him. He's been on Colbert. He's got a great TED Talk. I saw him at a conference. He works for SENS, the Science of Engineered and Negligible Senescence. I'm sure everybody knows exactly what that is. Yeah. Let me boil it down. His book is called Ending Aging. He is actually working on science to make you live longer. And when I say live longer, I don't mean, so when I reach age 90 and I'm walking around in that walker, I'm going to have to be in there for 20 years instead of 10. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about taking someone who is 70 and making them 50. We're taking someone who is 50 and making them 30. That's the type of science that he's working on. Oh my God, that's crazy talk. Nobody's going to be able to live and continue to get younger. That doesn't make any sense, really. You ever seen any of those really old cars out on the road that for some reason look like they're in tip-top shape? They go to these shows. How did that happen? Was it magic? They were just lucky, like the people who live a really long time? No. Those people maintained those cars. They changed out parts when they went bad. They kept the parts as original as possible by scrubbing them with great preparation techniques and the best science they could find. If there was science out there that said, I can lock you in at 40 years old, at 30 years old, for the next 30 years, would you take it? What will the future do for you when it comes? Mr. Toastmaster.